Gonna go up. Yeah, it's a Spanish thing. That's what I thought. But yeah, on semi did excellent. All right, tomorrow morning's earnings. This is interesting, guys. Norwegian Cruise Lines, Uber, Pfizer, Caterpillar, Merck, JetBlue, Altria. Is there any interesting options activity on Pfizer? Uber is going to be a really interesting one. Let me show you the chart. This thing's like straight up. All right, they've had a really good run. The expectations is Uber is transitioning. It's moving itself from a cash incinerating enterprise into something more free cash flow balanced. Fuck, marry, kill for tomorrow's earnings. Fuck Uber, marry Pfizer, kill Norwegian. Even though I expect Norwegian will do well, at some point it's priced in. Uber is transitioning. They go woke. Uber is transitioning. Ron DeSantis started to investigate them, motherfuckers. But yeah, Uber, their management's very good. They're on like a few top ideas lists for several different like investment groups. Chart sucks though. What is Merck? Oh, hey, Promo. Where's Promo at? He can't. Is he climbing again? This is why I need my Promo. I think Promo, does he like Merck? Look at this chart, Jesse, on Merck. What are your thoughts on Merck, Promo? I'm not playing AMD. Merck is blessed. Options activity doesn't look that spicy on it unless someone sees something I don't see. Whoa. Yeah. Auctions activity this week is juiced, actually, in both directions. Not a big fan of Merck. Too reliant on single. Got it. Yeah, there is BBY. We talked about it earlier. Hey, Exotic Seal. How you doing, my friend? We just found out the market on close and balance was 632 million to the sell side. Not quite a billion. Suchi, Merck's amazing. There's a lot of options activity for weeklies in Merck. I'm seeing just near the money calls, about 5,500. Near or at the money puts in combined about 3,000. Lame, you sleep. Yeah. Was it Merck's fat loss pill going swimmingly? I don't know. Look at Rivian. That's a Jussie play. Also, what's the options activity? Ooh, go Jussie. What's the options activity looking like for Pfizer? Pfizer is a total piece of shit right now from a stock standpoint. And I think they may surprise on COVID. ANET was called out in chat. Mm-mm. Long dated calls all day on Pfizer. I have a bunch of shares. I have a lot of shares of Pfizer. Curious if there was any big options activity. Yeah, the real Chad play is to buy stonks after they announce bankruptcy. Yellow, oh god, yellow's that big. Pfizer has a ton of options activity, by the way. I'm going to buy some Pfizer next weeklies. Small gamble, gamble. Still playing with winnings from on semi. You'd be worried on Arista on reduced capex. Yeah, that's my expectation. My concern is everyone knows that, right? Yeah, and Bitosk, I've heard about that too. Stomach paralysis, which is extremely dangerous. Pfizer options are always cheap because the stock never moves. Or when it moves in the direction you don't want. Right there, I have my Pfizers. Yeah, Pfizer beat last quarter, but it was from COVID sales, and then it sold off. Yeah. Rig, CCL, Moderna, all affected big by after-hour earnings releases. I would agree. Mm-hmm. The Bulls might pull it off. Can they? Do they deserve to? It's close. Imagine buying Pfizer when you can get wrecked with BHC. YumC is another interesting one. I almost feel like the better play is actually Starbucks. The good news is tonight I'm not playing Yum China. I was interested in it. But what I think spicy is, depending on how Yum China does, that tells you whether you buy Starbucks in the morning. Starbucks will probably, the reason Starbucks will move up when they report tomorrow is probably China expectations. And Yum China could tell you what that looks like. Starbucks has another catalyst. What's actually, I'm going to buy some Starbucks next weeklies just in case. Because I actually like that idea a lot. So I'll do the 105s. Small position. Starbucks is very heavily exposed to China right now. Spy, wow. Yep, Jesse, you called it out. 3 minutes to go. Great, Brown. If so, looking at Yum, you mean YumC, right? For a second, let me. Yeah, Yum versus YumC. Know the difference. YumC is the old Tricom brands, which is Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, KFC, specifically over in China. Brad, how do I determine how? Coin toss. That's all. Rig calls locked in. Well played. I have Pfizer calls for tomorrow. I wanted to play Uber. I'm not going to. I have the August 11th, 36.5. KFC is amazing in China. I agree. It is good. Spencer, Generax is shitco, I believe. Yeah, that's a short report. I don't know if that matters. Keep in mind, there was also someone that previously put out a short report on fucking Super Micro, and we saw how that went for them. Ooh, covered call on earnings. I like it. Actually, I should do that. Oh. It's time to do that. I don't have time to log in and sell calls on my Pfizer position. God damn, look at the SPY. Just wrecking bears in the... Keep in mind, we're going to be flat on the day. Rippy, rippy, milly, milly. All right, folks. 30 seconds at most to come. Speaking of come, it looks like the Bulls are in firm control. Is it still gambling? Yes, Suchi, it's gambling. You know this, my homie. Suchi, are you in my fucking Discord or not? Because that's going to hurt me. You know that, right? Jesus Christ. That's a little bit egregious. Calm the fuck down. Air's treating you well today. Thank on semi for you then. All right, time. Yeah, Bulls won that one. Bulls did pretty well. All right, guys. This is how earnings season goes. If you see an earnings report, please paste the numbers below. Meanwhile, Bulls win. Bulls win. They won the prediction day. Looks like RTX took some of it. Good. They should. Yeah, they did. You use that pina colada. Yeah, I assume my counter worked fine, but I assume it's weird because I bought and sold in the same day so many times. I mean, literally, like, I walked into the morning with, first of all, let's put on rig first. I don't know what time. Actually, does it have the times? All right, 4:05 is Arista. 4 o'clock's Diamondback. Lattice is at 4 o'clock. Lattice is first. I would have played against them. I wanted to like them. I wanted to find a reason to buy them. Only 48% exposure to industrial automotive. Consumers, 9%. So if they do well, then good. Yeah, Lattice is up first. If you see their numbers, shout them out. Other than Lattice, we've got Transocean we're not going to be around for. That's 5:15. Arista's at 4:05. Diamondback, by the way, is at 4 o'clock. Rambus is at 4:05. Yum China's not till 4:30. Whoa! Lattice is down. Let's be real, though, Jay. I've never liked Nas because I never heard of him. I'm an asshole for that. That was why. Looks like Lattice did not have good news. I bet you the telco exposure got to them. Let's see. Also, the people who know a lot more than me about semiconductors, I've never heard them talk about these guys. God, gross margin is 69.7%. That's actually good. Apparently the raw numbers didn't do so well. Hold on, Lattice just bounced up. I don't know how bad you should feel about not getting puts, by the way, because they've already bounced up. ANET goes up. And Arista fucking at the moment. All right, so it looks like we got numbers out for both Arista and for Lattice. Suchi, let me get you that link. Because the links time out. So people can't just find an old link and use it. Yeah. Reminder, guys, my Discord is free and there are funny people in there. That's all I'll say. Most of you know, this is not a place for like stock shoutouts, even though some people do it. Arista, too strong of a company. It's a very good company. Oh, looks like Lattice dumped. Show ANET, please. Sure thing. All right. Lattice, beats. That guide is technically a guide. I'm going to call it flat. They guided in line. If you're a semiconductor company trading at 40 times, 35 to 40 times PE, you need to be guiding up. Lattice is expensive. Look at Arista, guys. I want to see this earnings report. I want to... Expectations were dog shit, by the way. In the first move fake? Yeah, but this one's a weird one. I don't know if you see this big of a move. Should have played Story of Our Life. You guys knew I would have played Arista long, so go ahead and mock me. When Jay says it but doesn't play it. By the way, Arista is a great company. Western Digital reported. Was Western Digital today? Yeah, fuck, I didn't even know that. Fuck, I should have played, yeah. Let's see what the stock does, but... Lauda, what's the ticker for Chinese Starbucks? SBUX. There's only one Starbucks. D-Daw says he's a failure to his family. Everybody, C-Daw's father is coming by to look for a replacement son. To Luja. Arista's a great company, means Arista's a better Cisco. Cisco's a good company too. They play in different spots. Cisco's massive. Jesse Kupang, CPNG, that's the Korean version of, what? Like DoorDash / Amazon? I am Lada. Okay, YUMC. YUMC. And there goes Western Digital up now. Let's see if that... Zoom info dead. Ooh, check it. All right. You have piqued my curiosity. Whoa. That's not good. Mo says, would he accept a daughter? Probably. Even a bond trading daughter. Look at Zoom info. Oh. Zoom info is proving that even though your chart looks like this, you got room to the downside. You always have room to the downside. It's now trading at roughly $22. So from a daily chart, that would put us here. Look for the wiggle. That ain't good. It's just not good. All right, Rambus should be up. Rambus is interesting, and this is a memory, a weird one. By the way, there is a lot of semiconductor guys who love them, and Rambus is down 7.3. It's not mine. Your boyfriend made millions on Zoom Info IPO. Got his face on the Wall Street billboard. Wish he gave you a heads up on that one. You need to have conversations with him. Palantir's now... Why the fuck did you have leaps in Palantir? Guys, Arista is still fucking. Arista's not done. BF, best friend. All right, fair enough. We're not judging, okay? We're not judging. We are open. We are very, very inclusive here. No American Buzz, and I'm kicking myself for that one. Department of Defense announced more Palantir partnership. You've had Palantir $10. Well played. I hate Palantir. Diamondback. Miss. Ooh. Miss on EPS, beats on revenue. Your wife would absolutely judge that relationship. Tell her it's 2023. Different things are happening now. Let's see how Diamondback looks. Pretty restrained. Caffeine, you've been hating on Palantir and missed on the move. Correct. But, Caffeine, what a lot of the people who knew me from V-Bearers will know was that I was warning people back when Palantir was like 25 to 30 bucks. I go, Palantir will hit 15 before it ever hits 50. And I was right. Because in a corporate life, we had Palantir come in and do a presentation, and it was one of the most like. This was after they got kicked out from like all the commercial companies, including like Coca-Cola. It's a famous blow up there. Yeah. Funny thing is, no, if you believe in it, it makes sense. Like Palantir, if they had a better corporate structure, you'd have some more trust in them. I think Palantir eventually gets acquired. The problem is, how do they get acquired with that capital structure? Like, it's a dilution machine. Palantir, Broadcom, Nvidia, and Qualcomm. Oof. Arista is finally chilling out. Yeah, wait for the phone call. What? Why did Google moon at the last minute? I don't know. Did anyone catch news? Is Crocs oversold? That's an interesting question. What's Crocs from a valuation standpoint looking like? Crocs, they're ugly, the product, but Crocs is a really good, I'd say smart company. If you believe their numbers, yeah, Crocs is trading at 8 times forward PE. Crocs has a share buyback. Does Palantir have a future if Palo Alto? They're in different spots. The real risk from Palantir, I mean, Palantir's weird. It's essentially an AI software play. I almost wonder if the real risk to Palantir is a company like Snowflake or MongoDB, specifically Snowflake. But Palantir also pays to have, basically Palantir does like database on the fly, customizable for every different company. To me, there's a huge risk. It can't really scale up. Tucci, isn't Palantir like the guy that uses AI to tell the military to bomb certain spots or some shit for Max Effect? Yes, they are the essentially the data analytics firm that with the most kind of corporate, military-like connections, but Accenture could do the same thing. Google could do the same thing. Rad is correct. The risk to Palantir is the same as it's always been. Palantir is the risk to Palantir. Also, aside from their existing contracts, they don't have a moat. Trust me. I've worked in data science. They do not have a moat. You can't take the Palantir like Gotham or Foundry setup from one company or one organization and totally just port it to another one out of the box. It doesn't work. You have to do a lot of customizations because data looks different. And Bitas is correct. It's also a personal piggy bank for their founders. That's the capital structure thing. If their capital structure wasn't so fucked, I think they'd actually make a good acquisition target. Real talk, IWM is so close to your long trigger. Could be. By the way, tomorrow I will talk about, and Mo, I'm going to have you around, treasury issuance. And tomorrow we will also talk about Japan. Tommy Hayes, they need a retail product? Oh, no. My dear sir, I will disagree with that. Wait, when you say retail, do you mean the retail industry or retail as in like consumers? What do we think about NC Norwegian Cruise Lines, right? Yeah, I think they fuck tomorrow. Correction, I think the company does well. At a certain point, though, every other cruise line's been doing well. At some point, this is priced in. I don't know. Granted, Bravo, I love that. I forget who made that quote. I always remember it. Palantir, if Excel had a Call of Duty interface. Was it you who originally pointed that out? But yeah. So thanks for the win, BB. I didn't play Norwegian Cruise Lines because I hate the cruise line industry. Zoom out? Oh, yeah. Goddamn. Look what COVID did to them. Now, to be fair, Jussie, to be fair, if you presume this stock goes back up to this level, here's what you need to understand. This company has so much more debt. It survived on debt. It has to pay that shit back. That's the issue with these, which is it's hard to make the argument this should trade back at that same level because back then their balance sheets were actually a lot cleaner. They could, though. Nothing would surprise. Chart does, yeah, you can make the arguments priced in because literally this drop here, if this company did not take out debt, it was a bankrupt enterprise. COVID killed them. Starring Kiwi says, you genuinely do not understand cruise people. I've never been on a cruise. I have no intention to. A floating diarrhea castle sounds fucking terrible. I'm a big, find you a boat, like a boutique, like resort. All right? An all-inclusive place where they will literally deliver you anything you fucking want. Go there. Didn't Norwegian scrap and modernize more ships? I have no clue. By the way, when is GSL reporting? Where's fucking Russ? Is Rowdy Russ in here? Where's that asshole? I don't think he's not in here. He hasn't talked shit today. When is GSL report? I am bullish on them. I am bullish on cruise lines. Not cruise lines, sorry, container. They're leasing, so. Their earnings are this week, so what, Wednesday or Thursday before market? Hey, CVS Frog, first time chat. By the way, love the name. Listen, I like me some CVS. They've been breaking my heart, though. Bill that does not include Zim. Zim has shitco management. Zim is good when you bought into them when they were in a record situation. What Zim did, though, Zim was able to make all that money and then give it back to you in the form of dividends because they ignored contracts. They just, everything was spot. The problem is that now all of a sudden container shippings went down. They had no long-term contracts. CVS better make its move soon. Yeah. Can we turn shipping lessers into cruises? No. The worst part of cruise is that you need to board it from Florida. Oh, maybe. Stay away from all-inclusives in the Caribbean without thorough research. Travelers keep dying from alcohol poisoning. It's not alcohol poisoning, though. MP Tosca is talking about how there's been bootleg alcohol making operations. And if you don't know what you're doing, you can produce methanol. And that will literally kill you. Rig is not till like 5:15 or 5:30. You're going to keep waiting. By the way, can I be an asshole and say it? Fuck the Caribbean. If you're going for a vacation, like a tropical vacation, Costa Rica or Southeast Asia. Go to Langkawi, Malaysia. Go to Philippines. Go to Bali in Indonesia, Thailand, numerous places, beautiful beaches. You'll pay more to get out there, and then everything's cheaper. Yeah. Yeah. Thailand's fucking beautiful. I've been to Thailand. I've been to Philippines. I was supposed to go to Malaysia. That got shut the fuck down. And I'm dying to go to Indonesia. Kuala Lumpur is one of the cities I want to see the most. Kuala Lumpur is the capital of Malaysia. It looks beautiful. Caribbean's very expensive once you get there because they deal with Americans. Cap can't beat the convenience, beaches, and warm water of the Caribbean. The beaches and the water, to me, I found in Southeast Asia better. Convenience, you're right, because it's closer. Chad, you want to smoke weed without being executed? Looking at Thailand. You'd be surprised what they're now legalizing. People are sleeping on Vietnam, Laos. Oh, yeah. Ooh, Trupa, you were in Kuala Lumpur, KL. They call it KL. Kuala Lumpur a few months ago. Love it. It looked so cool. You want to go to Malaysia instead of Singapore? Singapore number one. I would like to go see Singapore, but we're talking about like specifically like beaches, like tropical. Singapore is if you're craving a big city. Dominican Republic was pretty cheap. That might be by California standards, probably. Yes, exotic seal. Apparently Arista. We haven't seen the report. I want to see the numbers. Chicka bow wow. You just got back from Turks and Caicos. Love it. Yeah. Stop picking monkey. Not sure you could trust water quality in Southeast Asia. Yeah, that's a weird take. If I make it to Singapore, I'm going to stop saying Hong Kong. I've heard that a lot, by the way. Yeah. All right, where is the Arista earnings? What'd they do? Holy shit. Arista, Q2 EPS, $1.58, $1.44 was the estimate. Revenue, $1.46 billion, beats $1.38. More importantly, guidance. The guidance. 1.45 to 1.5 billion. The estimate was only 1.4. They guided up. Double beat, guide up, and everyone thought they were going to suck. Everyone thought networking sucks. As a tech nerd, I'd love Singapore. Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, Spencer. I said I looked at Arista and I wanted to play it long because I thought it was already getting punished. The reason why I wanted to play Arista, they have more exposure to cloud, or specifically the hyperscalers. They're supposed to be a much better company than Juniper. Juniper reported last week and tanked Arista. And so my thought was, everyone expects networking to be bad. They've already gotten punished. This is a really good company. Now it's my turn to get punished, correct? You want to go to Singapore? You need to prepare yourself for the oppressive heat? Yes. Yes, you do. Now it's my turn to get punished. He's right. This is me when I know it's punishment time or I'm going to get mocked. Spencer, by the way, you think NVIDIA busts 500 on ER? I want to get an NVIDIA position. That report by Bernstein, separately, over the weekend, I read posts that said NVIDIA has sold out of H100 capacity for the rest of the fucking year, which means we now know they beat and raise for the next few quarters. Yeah, Jay was offering alternatives to the Caribbean. That's correct. That is correct. The question is, do you want to spend more time on an airplane and more money on the airfare and then less for everything else? If the answer is yes, Southeast Asia. Oh, so fun. Do I have a link? No. Let me see if I save. I don't think I saved it. I hold on. I think I actually posted it in the Discord, and I may have posted it in semis. It was like a late night find. Nope, wasn't there. Hold on. I'm not gonna be able to find it. Fuck me. Well, I'm not gonna find it. It was someone who's a I don't know if he's an investor or he runs a an early stage AI company, but he basically said Nvidia's allotment's fucking done. No, caffeine. If you want to rub something in faces, I don't know if you were around earlier when I read off part of the Bernstein note. They were right now consensus for Nvidia's data center alone revenue for next year is 42 billion. They said it could go between 65 to 75 billion. That's just the data center component. That's not even graphics cards or automotive. Reminder, their full guide for next quarter is 11 billion. So if they're going to pull just 65 billion in data center alone for next year, the stock is not expensive. It was on Think or Swim. Let me see where it was. It's a Barron's article. So hold on. Here we go. Here's a link. This is Stacy Raskin's group. So, opposite of irony, Heydrich and Struggles missed on EPS. Yeah. God damn. Arista's still fucking, guys. It's up 11.5% alone in the after hours. So on the day, it's up about 14%. It's too late to hop in, but Quantra Services is preferred vendor just like Supermicro, but hasn't pumped as hard. Interesting. The only problem is I think there's going to be winners and losers, and I don't know yet who's going to be the winners and losers. Because my understanding is I think it's Wistrom and Supermicro are the first ones. They have like a full quarter of their, what's it called, MGX? Whatever their next kind of platform is for the H100s. Hey, Venka, how you doing, my friend? Thoughts on Shopify? I don't know. I wish I had a better answer. I'm pretty sure Jesse likes them. I've heard so many people describe the business as super cool. I know it's expensive. I think it's still pre-profit. Yeah. Monkey, Arista keep fucking, my friend. NVIDIA has basically said Winstrom, Quantra, and Supermicro. Okay. You love Shopify? You're wondering if Shopify can pull off a Roku. Well, that's a good question. How's Cisco doing? because Arista's fucking. So looks like Cisco's up and after hours. I don't think Arista designs their own chips. So who supplies Arista's? Yeah, data center switches. Yeah, who's their ASIC provider? Here's our 7800 hours. Monkey, Arista's all Broadcom. Sounds about right. Taluja, Jericho, Strata. Got it. Yeah, so Broadcom. Yeah, for anyone who wonders how Broadcom plays in networking, Broadcom sells the chips so that other companies can sell these big fucking boxes. Tucci, I bet you'd be really fun to travel with. The other person I think would be really fun to travel with is Jussie. Jussie would be amazing. Could Cisco be a play off? I don't know. Cisco is a much broader, bigger beast. I mean, first of all, size-wise, all right? Cisco is a $215 billion company. Arista is $50 billion. All right? The big thing about Arista, I bet you'd be fun too. I bet most of you'd be fun. Don't get me wrong. The issue specifically with Arista is they have significant exposure to two companies, Meta and Microsoft. Like 50% of their revenue is driven off those companies. Arista equals Cisco, but cheaper. To be fair, the other thing about Cisco has a software business. They have enterprise software as well. It's a bit different. Monkey, you're wondering if your reduced Cisco lead times and ANET surprise beat are related. Backlog fixing itself and they can finally bill for orders. That could be the case. What's Cisco's chart looking like? Keep in mind, Juniper sucked. Juniper did not do well. Cisco dropped on Juniper. Is Juniper a shitco? Everything we've been told is that networking's not doing that well, but it was because Juniper told us that. Juniper doesn't have anything new. It's a shitco. Shitcos. Shitcos everywhere. Oh, by the way, we didn't talk about it last week because it happened at the end of the day, Friday. Another bank died. It's like a Heritage Heartland Bank, whatever, in Kansas. It was a $150 million bank. Fuck them. They're nothing. They're tiny. You want to go to Japan? Oh, Japan would be fun. Black Raven. Juniper's not a shitco. Go on. Juniper giving us the PTX modular chassis over the QFX. Interesting. They sell pretty decent products. Okay. So maybe to be fair, the stock is more of a shit stock. But remember, Juniper did not do well last week on earnings, guided down. Meanwhile, Arista just knocked shit out of the park. Now, part of it's because they have different customers. Yeah. Caffeine can play in many ballparks. Ooh, tremendous absorption. I want to offer promotion of my channel. Viewers, followers, views, chatbots. The price is lower than any competitor. The quality is guaranteed to be the best. Auto on. Incredibly flexible and convenient order management panel. Everything is in my hands. Go to dghype.com. No. That will not be happening, my friend. But thank you for the offer. Yeah, get fucked. Anyway. Chicka bow wow. You were on Cisco remote access and it sucked. Switch over to Palo Alto and couldn't be happier. Yep. Use a lot of devices in your core along with Cisco Alcatel. Interesting. We can panic when another $100 billion bank. Yeah. Tell you what. $10 billion, $20 billion? Sure. I don't know. I haven't tried it in a while. C-Dot, dude. I used to do like routinely, I would do 50 at once. That was back when I did, when I was actually into weightlifting. When's Arista gonna stop? This is a $50 billion company. Well, rapidly approaching 60 billion. My favorite biotech, Novavax. Do we know why, by the way? Not just because it's a shitco. Not just because it's a shitco. You guys want to see a dead fucking body? It gets worse. This thing was over $300. It's now less than $10. Because the Rona's coming back. Well, then good thing we have Pfizer. Granted, bravo, I used to do weightlifting very seriously. I used to literally work out every single day. Lockdown fucking killed that. Now I have to get myself back into a habit. So it's been a while, Sida. It's been a while. I feel like Deluja, Black Raven, and Monkey would all be really good friends in the networking world. Let's see how the V Bears are doing. Was I ever in the 1,100 pound? No, definitely not. I was more into like not straight up yoga, but a lot more into like stretching or like I was not one. I never want to become like a quote power lifter. Jussie's the power bottom, but I'm more interested in like functional and just maintaining more like thinness. How about that? Draconium, you actually have a coworker in Georgia who got COVID pretty bad. COVID's still nasty. COVID is still nasty. Can I get shredded with just 45? Not shredded. I can, yeah. For some reason, BJJ is very friendly for ancient old boomers like me. Fuck off. Fuck off. All right, so let's review the earnings that we've had. Arista, banger. Transocean, we're stuck waiting. How did Avis do? Is Avis car? Yeah. How'd they? I bet you they did well. Kinda. Yeah. Did it kind of well. Zoom Info, dead. We know that one. Diamondback, they did miss. They did miss, but it looked like they were not that punished earlier. Slightly punished. Slightly punished. Look at that, though. This would have been potentially a good put play if you just believe in this. So you rig. All right, I'll show you rig. It doesn't matter. Their earnings aren't out for like another hour. Y'all gonna learn European companies report differently. Show me your rate. I missed that. Monkey, isn't the Brazilian meeting not until Wednesday? Rambus. How did Rambus end up looking like? RMBS. Memory exposure. They are down. Down, down, down. Without looking, you bet they are seeing decreasing oil, natural gas light, and gas split. Possibly. Isn't Diamondback essentially a shale gas play? Is that what they are? I get my oil companies, my energy companies mixed up. So Rambus is down. Lattice is flat. Look at this. Look at the U-turn. Look at the U-turn. All right. What's Yum China? We haven't seen Yum China yet. Yum C. Down 3%. Uh-oh. LSCC. Let's look at them for a second before we go back to Yum China. Yeah, it looked like they beat. Let's see. I thought they had like a slight guide up. Very, very slight. Looked like Monolithic Power reported as well. Someone had asked about them earlier. I mentioned I didn't like them. They're down. So looks like I had a reason for not. Looks like they beat EPS. Well, thank you for. That's a worthless write-up. Is Coinbase dying? I wonder if it has anything to do with the SEC basically originally telling them they had to stop selling everything but BTC. All right, looks like Monolithic Power beats on EPS. Revenue was in line. What's the guidance? What's the guide? I guess we're not going to get guide. All right, let's see coin because you guys are shouting them out. And then I want to find the answer to Yumc. Whoa, something came out. Yumc beat on EPS. Cool. Keep in mind, it's probably not a widely traded stock. Buy the dip moment on J&J. I actually bought one call, or I bought a few calls that are weekly. Very small. Just to play a bounce. Looks like Yum China beat on EPS, slight miss on sales. Yeah, boring. They're just talking about opening new restaurants. I don't even see a revenue or EPS guide. Yeah, big CapEx, small miss on sales. All right. If they're CapExing, if they're growing still, they obviously see a positive environment in their future. Good for them. Good for them. And what's the Rambus print look like? Fabricated Knowledge, who, by the way, is one of the smarter semiconductor people I follow. Here is his Twitter. Give him a follow. All right. He was a big fan of Rambus. So when he calls out that, yeah, this is the quarter I feared. Probably mixed shift of DDR4 versus 5. DDR4 versus DDR5 means there's a bit of a mix shift problem. State of the semi-cap market. Bottom expected in 2023 at around 80 billion. Advanced nodes are taking up half the investments, and logic capex dominates versus memory. And everyone's saying 80 billion? What the fuck? That is not what I thought. It's supposed to be mid-70s. This is off of the ASM slide. Can't trust those guys. Applied Materials is the right one to call it. Someone else goes, this data can't be right. They have almost every mature node down from 2022 to 2023, and memory down like only 30%. Doesn't conform to anyone else's reality. Someone else goes, yeah, ASM smokes crack. There's got to be some other news, Reddit swap. There's got to be some other news. You are no longer a son. Jay adopted you. Why don't you give me that shit? I don't want Spencer. Well, whatever it is, it's already bouncing back, so. And let's close off today. Once again, checking into Arista. Oh, look at it. Look at it. $18 in the after hours. Networking is alive and well, guys. Apparently, Juniper did not do well. Arista did. That's the story. Shut up, Spencer. I don't care. All right, let's check with my good friend Jay Jared, see how he's holding up. It looks like he's done streaming. That's his always on account. Okay. Hey, Moose Money Moose, my apologies. I missed the fact that you rated me. Thank you very much, my friend. I'm so sorry that I didn't call it out in real time. I don't get rated often, so I want to be, I want to come across as grateful. All right, where are stocks and bonds? You guys want me to send you to a GME one? Hold on, let's see the category. Damn, there's not a lot of people. I think they're just running streams. The only other person to send you to is a GME one. All right, guys, guess what time it is? Brad's Gazebo. Guys, be nice. Please, I beg you, be nice. All right. Can you get banned from Discord? Absolutely. All right, guys, I'm sending you to a GME guy. Be nice. Anyway, thank you very much for tuning in, and I will catch you all tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, spicy. So let's see how it goes. This might be the bottom of the Twitch stock streaming market. Let's hope. Take care, guys. Peace.